The next questioner is Mrs. Navinda Bogal.
Right. Most welcome.
Huzur,
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu. My name is Navinderjit Bogal. I am a strict follower of Sikhism, which was propounded by Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. I am quite satisfied by the teaching of Guru Granth Sahib, but as I hear or as I heard from the members of your sect, or as I have read some of the literature, you say that he was a Muslim as well. Can Your Holiness put some comprehensive light on this, please?
I will. You see, the question about Hazrat Guru Baba Nanak's faith can be answered from different angles, and because it's an issue which sometimes is raised to stir hatred among Sikhs against those who hold this view. So it is very essential for me to speak at some length on this issue. To begin with, I should like to draw the attention of all Sikh brothers or sisters that when you claim somebody to be belonging to your faith, it is not an insult. It's in fact an honor. It means that you love that person so much, you revere him, that you would rather have him among you rather than against you and outside your pale. So I don't know how somebody's sensibilities are hurt if it is claimed that Guru Baba Nanak Sahib was also one of the Muslims. The point is, what ugly image does it bring to the minds of the Sikhs if we claim this? If they see Islam in the right perspective of the Quranic teaching, then there is nothing insulting about this. If you see the Muslims as they present their own image in the modern times, and that image is always different image in respect to the countries or the sects those Muslims belong to, then perhaps the eyebrows might be raised. What do you mean? Guru Baba Nanak was like a Khomeini or like this and like that, or a Libyan or a Qaddafi? Now, these things have to be sorted out first. Islam is neither Iranian Islam, nor Pakistani Islam, nor Saudian Islam. Islam is the one Islam presented by the Holy Quran and demonstrated by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. And that Islam is beautiful. If somebody relates anybody to that Islam, it's an honor. It's not a disgrace. The reason why Ahmadiyya took this up, especially, and pronounced it loudly, is also a reason which should be sympathetically understood by the Sikhs. Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the founder of Islam, is believed to be the final prophet who was a lawbearer. By all Muslims, there is not a single exception to that. He is the last law-bearing prophet. And whoever comes after that and brings a new law, what should be his position in the sight of the Muslims? He had to be treated as an impostor. So that was the dilemma which was faced by Muslims and is still faced by Muslims. Maybe out of courtesy, those who do not believe him to be a Muslim, they don't say anything, any harsh words, because others also do not speak harshly of Muhammad Rasulullah sallam, despite the fact that according to their own accepted principles, he has to be treated as an impostor. If not, then all the Jews and all the Christians would become Muslims, and also all the other ones. So they are not in any manner rejecting him openly in so many words or declaring him to be an impostor is out of decency, not out of their religious beliefs. Now, in this situation, all the rest of the Muslims except Ahmadiyya community are showing decency when they do not abuse Hazrat Guru Baba Nanak as an impostor. In Ahmadiyya position, it's a completely different issue. The founder of the Ahmadiyya community said that Guru Baba Nanak, I am told by Allah, was a holy man, and as such he must be revered. Anyone who speaks any word in dishonor of Guru Baba Nanak will be cast out of those who fear Allah. And he based this claim on some evidence found in the Sikh literature and Sikh traditions. First of all, he pointed out that all the Sikhs agree, without a shadow of doubt, that Hazrat Guru Baba Nanak used to say prayer like Muslims. All the Sikhs agree that he also went to Khana Kaaba for performing Hajj. All the Sikhs agree that his first murshid was a Muslim saint near Nankana Sahib in Sheikhupura, Pakistan. And again, all of them believe that a large number of his followers were drawn from the Muslim faith, and Bhai Mardana, for instance, is one of the leading figures. And they lived in perfect peace with each other, those drawn from the Hindu faith and those from the Muslim faith. And the most important historical evidence in favor of this claim is that although Muslims are extremely sensitive of the last few hundred years at least, have become extremely sensitive to anybody who renegates and changes his faith to some other faith. Not a single Muslim who followed Hazrat Guru Baba Nanak was either abused or stoned or put to death, or even we do not hear a single mullah giving this verdict that whoever follows Hazrat Guru Baba Nanak would be cast out of Islam. Well, if he had invented a new faith, or if God had revealed to him a completely new faith, then this should have been the logical outcome. Now, this is of vital importance, because when you read this in conjunction with whatever Guru Baba Nanak did and the way he maintained a position, a conciliatory position between the Hindu converts and the Muslim converts, then you come to understand that he was a mystic, a great saint who was one of the mystics in Islam. In Islam, because he took up the cudgel against idolatry and condemned those roundly without chewing his words who believed in gods other than one God. This was his mission. So if at all he could be placed in any religion, Islam would be the fittest. Certainly he didn't belong to Hinduism, or he should have said, yes, you may worship that deity or that deity, but he never said. He raised his voice very strongly and positively, condemning all sorts of idolatry. Now again, he wore a chola all his life, till his death. And that chola is still preserved in Dera Baba Nanak, not very far from Qadian, in district Hoshiarpur, just across the river. And Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ, the founder of the Ahmadiyya community it was, who for the first time, having been divinely guided, declared that that chola has some inscriptions on it, and those inscriptions are entirely either from the verses of the Quran or repetition of kalima la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. For this purpose, he sent a team of Ahmadis who requested the elders of the family which was the custodian of that chola, who still have very close relationship with them. But at that time, they agreed to have this chola displayed and pictures taken. Ever since, our literature is showing those writings, not in the photographic form, but in the form of copy from that and the hand-drawn images of the Chola with those inscriptions. Now, it is a credit to the Sikh clergy that they have not denied it, not even once. Although they say we don't accept the argument that because he wore this chola, so he had to be Muslim, that's a separate issue. But they never denied even once that this is wrong, this is a false allegation. Now, when I went to Qadian about 2.5 years ago maybe, then I also sent a team to Guru Baba Nanak, Dera Baba Nanak, and some of the members were from England. They took, with the permission of the noble family who were in charge, some pictures, still pictures as well as video. And we are in possession of that. You can clearly read, for the fact that some of the writings are a bit, smudgy and not obliterated, but do not have the same quality as they held previously. But they are readable. So anybody who is interested can see. Alhamdulillah, Surah Fatiha is written over there. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah is there. And no verse of any other book is mentioned at all. So those who believe that he mixed religions like Akbar attempted to do, he took some things from Hinduism, something from Islam, and as such he molded a new religion, that Chola stands witness against them. There is nothing but Islam mentioned on the Chola. So these are the reasons why we believe that Sikhism is a continuity of Islam, a sect in Islam which was a Sufi sect, but unfortunately, because of the political fights with the so-called Muslim government of the time, they were thrown apart. And more they went into the political fights for the supremacy in Punjab against the Mughal Empire, the more they started drifting away from the faith of Islam until they began to hate it.